Why do successful people talk 70% less than everyone else? What if I told you the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest? This is because most people think hot takes and oversharing is necessary. But not you, and not today. The real power players aren't shouting, they're calculating. This isn't philosophy, it's combat psychology. And today, you'll master 3 forbidden techniques that successful people use to control any room without saying a word. Welcome to the Growth Dojo. Here we don't just talk tactics, we train mindset. If you've ever apologized when you didn't need to, over-explained the decision, felt invisible in meetings despite having great ideas, you've made a white belt mistake, and we're going to fix that together. So, do this now, pause the video, and type guilty if you've ever rambled when nervous, regretted an email within 5 minutes, or been told you're too quiet but knew they underestimated you. If you just left a comment, congrats, you've taken your first step. Let's fix this. The white belt mistake. The white belt believes more words equals more respect. But volume doesn't equal value. Meet Alex. He's a manager at his company, but he's a white belt communicator, always proving he's the smartest. His fatal flaw? He thinks speaking is strength. Every meeting, Alex explains everything, defends constantly, fills space with words. At first, people listened, but eventually, they tuned out. Spoiler, he got passed over for the promotion by someone who spoke 70% less. This is Rose. Shared less, listened more, and when she spoke, her insights surprised everyone. Her silence made her moves stronger, using the 3 techniques you'll learn today. Here's the truth. The more you explain, the less people believe you. Because over-explaining signals doubt. It whispers, I need your approval. But that's not going to be you. Because silence, used right, is a weapon. The black belt breakdown. Today, you'll master 3 forbidden techniques to control any room without saying a word. Forbidden technique. 1. The fox's ears. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Machiavelli. The fox doesn't just listen, it curates. While others rush to speak, the fox treats words like chess pieces. Every sentence reveals an opponent's strategy. 2 rules of the fox. 1. Let silence be your scalpel, not your shield. Cut through noise with 1 deliberate follow-up instead of rambling. 2. Map the unsaid. People confess through pauses, tone shifts, and what they avoid, not just words. If you listen more and do less talking, you'll learn to use what you observe to your advantage. Training drill. For 48 hours, end every conversation with, "Is there anything I didn't ask that I should know?" Note how often people hand you leverage you didn't request. Why this works. Your silence becomes a vacuum. Others rush to fill with truths they'd otherwise hide. Forbidden technique 2. The lion's gaze. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Power isn't how loud you are, it's how little you need to speak to be felt. Lions don't roar to prove dominance. Their stillness is the roar. Every time you over-explain, you weaken your stance. When you stay calm, your presence grows. 2 rules of the lion. 1. Replace defense with detachment. When criticized, imagine words as arrows hitting stone. Acknowledge, I hear you. Don't absorb. 2. Anchor your body to anchor your power. Before speaking, press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, a samurai technique to steady breath and focus intent. Training drill. This week, don't explain yourself when criticized. Take a beat, breathe. Let your confidence be your answer. Say, let me think on that, instead of reacting. Why this works? When you refuse to engage on others' terms, you force them to confront their urgency, not yours. Forbidden technique. 3. The shadow stance. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu. The strongest stance is sometimes no stance at all. Mystery isn't just powerful, it's a weapon. When people can't pin down your patterns, they project their fears onto you. Ancient generals used empty fort strategy, leaving gates open to make enemies question their strength. 2 rules of the shadow stance. 1. Never let your why become predictable. If you always explain motives, you hand others a map to manipulate you. 2. Move like smoke, not fire. Fire announces itself. Smoke shifts without warning. Training drill. Before any high-stakes conversation, script 3 responses, then delete 1. Hold back 1 detail. Let your next move speak for itself. Why this works? When you resist the urge to clarify, justify, or over-explain, you force the world to meet you on your terms. The inner reflection, sharpen your blade. Silence is the sleep that nourishes wisdom. Francis Bacon. Black belts don't guess, they audit. Tonight ask yourself, did I react today or respond? Remember, white belts twitch, masters breathe. What would happen if I halved my sentences, but doubled my eye contact? Growth isn't about doing more. Sometimes it's doing less, but with intent. Remember, a sword stays sheathed until the perfect moment. Your silence is that sheath. Your challenge. Comment katana below if you accept this 24-hour trial. Speak only when your words improve the silence. Track 3 moments where you almost spoke, then chose not to. What did you gain? This isn't a quiet game. It's a lab to test Machiavelli's greatest lesson. Words are weapons. Use them sparingly. Subscribe to Growth Bushido Train Mindset daily. Remember, silence isn't hiding, it's showing up with clarity and purpose. Train with discipline, move with purpose, speak with impact. Os.